Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to discuss about one more sorting algorithm by name selection sort. Note that even selection sort is also an example for brute force. In case of selection sort, what we do is, in the first iteration, we find the position of the first smallest element in the array and we exchange it with the first element. In the second iteration, starting from the second element until last element, we are going to find the smallest element once again and we exchange it with the second element. And in each iteration, we do the same procedure. In the sense, in ith iteration, we find the smallest element and we exchange that ith element with the smallest element with the ith element in the given list. This is how the selection sort algorithm works. As we are going to select the smallest element in each iteration, the name selection sort. So if you see, in selection sort, we scan the entire list to find the smallest element and exchange it with the first element. This is what we are going to do in case of the first iteration. In the next iteration, we scan the list again from the second element to find the smallest among the remaining n-1 elements and exchange it with the second element and so on. And so on in the sense, we do the same procedure for all the remaining iteration until we are left out with only one element. Please note that even in case of the selection sort for n elements, for an input size of n, the number of iterations is n-1. This is as similar to that of the bubble sort. Even in case of bubble sort, if there were n elements, we used to have n-1 iteration. Even for selection sort also, the number of iteration remains the same. But only difference is the procedural difference. What we have done in case of bubble sort was, we used to bubble down the biggest element at the bottom of the array. But whereas in case of the selection sort, we find the first smallest element and swap it with the first element. Next, we find the second smallest element, swap it with the second element and so on. Hope it is clear. We'll take an example to analyze how exactly the selection sort algorithm works. Now, if you see, I have taken an example of 7 elements. Here, my value of n is equal to 7. If there are 7 elements, how many iterations do I need to have? I need to have n-1 iteration. That is, I need to have first iteration, second iteration, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth iteration. For n is equal to 7, I need to have for n is equal to 7, I need to have 6 iteration. So in my first iteration, what we do? 89, 45, 68, 90, 29, 34 and 17. Now what is my first objective? My first objective was to find the first smallest element in the array and exchange it with the first element. So I see the position of the first smallest element. So which is the first smallest element? In this array, the first smallest element is 17. Now once I got the smallest element 17, at the end of the first iteration, I need to exchange it with the first element. So how exactly algorithm works? Initially, I will take 89 as my first smallest element. I compare it with 45. If it is less, I will change the minimum to 45. Now I compare 45 with 68. Minimum is being changed to, minimum will be 45. Now I compare 45 with 90. Minimum will be 45. I compare 45 with 29. Minimum will be 29. I compare 29 with 34. Minimum is 29. I compare 29 with 17. Minimum is 17, so I got my minimum as 17. Once I got the minimum element, I need to exchange it with the first element. So first element was 89. Now 89 and 17 got interchanged. Now if you see how many comparisons we have done, the number of comparisons that we had done was, initially 89 was there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here the number of comparisons were 6. I have done 6 comparisons. Now if you note at the end of first iteration, the first smallest element occupies its sorted position. Now I need to check. Now I need to check with right here. This is the number of comparison. Don't get confused with the element. Now I need to sort this. So 17 is already been sorted. 17 is already been sorted. In the next iteration, what I am do? In the remaining, this were these were the remaining elements. Out of these remaining elements, I need to find the smallest element. I need to exchange with the second element, which is the smallest among these 5 elements. The smallest is 29. So exchange this 29 with exchange this 29 with 45. Now, in worst case, how many comparison I would have done? I would have done 5 comparison. So if you see, at the end of the second iteration, the first and the second element are sorted. So now in the third iteration, I need to check the smallest among these 5. Which is the smallest among these 5 is 34. Exchange this 34 with the third element. Third element was 68. So 34 goes here and this will be 68. In worst case, how many comparison I have done? I have done 4 comparison. So after 3 iterations, if you see, the first 3 elements are sorted. Now in the fourth iteration, I need to check the smallest among these 4. The smallest among these 4 is 45. Now exchange 45 and 90. 45 and 90. How many comparison I might have done? Worst case, 3 comparison. So at the end of fourth iteration, first element, second element, third element and fourth element are sorted. Now in the next iteration, in the fifth iteration, I need to check the smallest among these 3. Smallest among these 3 is 68. So exchange 68 and 90. Maximum number of comparison that I have done, that I might do is 2. So now after fifth iteration, the 5 elements might have been sorted. Now in the last iteration, 98 and 89, I do only 1 comparison. So which is smaller? 89 is smaller. Exchange this. 89 and 90. Now no need to go for additional iteration because there is only 1 element. There are no elements to be compared. So even in this case also, please note how many comparisons we have done. For number of elements n is equal to 7, how many comparisons that I have done? 1 plus 3, 3, 6, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 6, 21. The total number of comparisons that we have done is 21. Let me check once again. 3, 6, 10, 15 and 21. Please note this number 21. It will be useful while explaining the time complexity of selection sort. Hope this is clear. Let's go for the algorithm. Coming to the algorithm, if you see, the input to the algorithm is an array A indexed from 0 to n minus 1. Output is a sorted array A indexed from 0 to n minus 1. So this is the algorithm. The outer for loop is for the number of iteration. The number of iteration is 0 to n minus 2. I'll repeat. If there are n elements in the array, number of iteration is n minus 1. So this is number of iterations. As we have clearly seen that in the example that we have taken earlier, there were 7 elements and the number of iteration to sort those 7 elements that we have taken were 6. Now what we used to do, in each of the iteration we used to assign the position of min is the position. Please note that min is not the element. Min is the position of the smallest element. We used to find the position of the smallest element. Once we find the position of the smallest element, we swap that smallest element with the element in each iteration. In the first iteration, we swap it with the first element. In the second iteration, we swap it with the second element and so on. Now, how we are finding the position of the smallest element? There is one more for loop. For j is equal to I plus 1 to n minus 1. If A of j less than A of min, then min is been assigned to j. So even in this case, in this algorithm also, the basic operation is comparison. Now coming to the time complexity of this particular algorithm. What is the input size? Input size is n. And what is the basic operation? Basic operation was comparison. Let C of n denotes the total number of comparison. Now let us express a summation rule. How the outer for loop was executed from 0 to n minus 2 times, and the inner j loop was executed from I plus 1 to n minus 1 of 1. Now let me open this one. I is equal to 0 to n minus 2 of upper bound is n minus 1 minus lower bound minus I minus 1 plus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 got cancelled. So we are left out with C of n is equal to summation of I is equal to 0 to n minus 2, n minus 1 minus I. Now start substituting the value of I. This was n minus 1. If I value was 0, this will be just n minus 1. Plus I value as 1, n minus 1 minus 1. That is n minus 2 plus n minus 3 up to 1. 2 plus 1. Last is n minus 1 minus n plus 2. So n and n got cancelled. Minus 1 plus 2, I am left out with only 1. Now what is this? This is nothing but n is nothing but n into n minus 1, n into n minus 1 by 2. So this is, if you take half as constant, I will be left out with n square minus n. So asymptotically n square is greater. So the time complexity is n square. This is the efficiency of the selection sort algorithm. For whatever input that you supply to selection sort, its efficiency is n square. Please, but note that the number of comparison asymptotically is n square, but it is not n square. How much it was? It is n into n minus 1 divided by 2. So let's go back. In the previous example, I had my n value as 7. So how many comparison that we made? We made totally 21 comparison. Let's check whether we get 21 here. That is 7 into 6 divided by 2. So 7 3s are 21. But asymptotically we say that the efficiency class is quadratic. It is n square. Hope this is clear. This was about the selection sort algorithm. Please note that both selection sort algorithm as well as the bubble sort algorithm works on the principle of brute force. Thank you.